Brandon Vickery here from Valpo Sports Information. Glad to be joined by Addison Stoller of the Valpo women's basketball team after today's home opener, a defeat against North Dakota. Well, Addie, first time playing at home this season. There were certainly some bright spots in the game, but I think right now you're working on putting together a full 40 minutes. What are some things as a team you can take away and improve from this one?
I think we can take away the fact that, like the third quarter we talked about, just coming and maybe setting a few goals for us to work at right away to kind of get us focused, and then just continuing to work off of that. Just continuing to work as a team, work on our screens, setting them, hitting people, just improving all around, I think.
Well, for you, it has to be fun to be healthy and to be out there as a starter. Just what's that been like the first two games of the season so far?
It's definitely exciting. Not something I've been used to just because I've been out for 2 years, but it's definitely paid off a lot. Carrie's worked a lot with me. I've worked super hard to get there along with my team. We've all been supporting each other, pushing each other, so it's definitely an exciting journey so far.
When I talk to any coaches and teammates, the consensus is you're one of the leaders on the team and a leader by example. Just how important is it for you to fill a leadership role on this team?
Yeah, it's definitely bringing me back to my high school days. I've always just led by example. I speak when I need to speak, but just being able to be there for teammates, like freshmen like Shane Lease and sophomores, people who are struggling through injuries is something I like to help with, just because I've been in their shoes. But it's definitely a huge team effort. We have tons of leaders on our team, Meredith, Allison, Hannah. Everyone does a great job at keeping each other accountable. So.
Lastly, first two games with the new coaching staff here, just what's it been like to play for Coach Evans so far?
She's great. I love our new coaching staff. They really push you. They try to get you to be the best you can be. They put in everything. I like the flexibility of it all. Like Coach said, it's more of driving, shooting. Kind of puts everything together. There's not too many rules. So you can just my favorite thing is you can still play basketball rather than be such a robot, which is something I really like. So.
Now we're here with the head coach of Valpo, Mary Evans, after today's game against North Dakota. And Coach, just what are some of your thoughts or some of your takeaways from today's game?
I'm really pleased with our effort. I thought our kids played hard for 40 minutes. I don't think we necessarily executed well for the full 40 minutes, but I thought our effort for the majority of the time was good. I think we've just got to continue to focus on getting better every day, in execution and reminding them of the things that they need to do to be successful on the floor. But I thought they came out with great aggression. They drove the ball strong. We got into early foul trouble with North Dakota and was on the line, and just didn't come out in the third quarter with the effort that we needed, and had one really bad quarter.
Let's talk about those quarters coming out of halftime. Maybe what's something you can do to turn that around going forward?
Not sure. We're going to talk as a staff today. I think we can adjust when we come out. We can maybe adjust how we call plays there through the first little bit. It's always tough. It's the first time that they're on the other end defensively and they're having to talk themselves through some things. But that's no excuse to not be able to execute right in front of our bench. And so we've spent a lot of time the last couple of days working on that, and we just have to continue to work on that every day and get better. We
talked to Addison Stoller earlier, and she's one of the real turnaround stories, coming off injuries, starting for you the first two games. What have you seen from her today and so far through two games?
The one thing you can count on Addie is that she's going to give you her full self, 100% all the time. It doesn't matter whether it's practice or a game or a weightlifting session. She's just a wonderful young lady, and she's been a great leader, and she's gone through a lot, and I'm just happy she's back, and I think that she's going to have a lot of success this year, and she's a very talented basketball player that just hasn't been able to show that because she's been hurt for so long.
There she is, the head coach of Valpo, Mary Evans. The next game for Valpo will be on the road on Wednesday night at Illinois. That game tips off at 7 o'clock. For all the latest in Valpo women's basketball, visit valpoathletics.com.